They love the dog more than me. That's real, and thousands of people are experiencing that. Subscribe, hit the button, have a question, put it in the box. Listen, I'm Dr. Doug Weiss, and for 40 years, I've been counseling couples, and I can't tell you how many couples have told me, literally, Dr. Weiss, he or she loves the dog or cat more than me. And they explain it to me, and this goes over years and sometimes decades in their relationship. So this is real. And if you click, just hang with us for a few minutes. Because what happens is when the spouse comes home, the dog runs up to them and they'll literally play with the dog, talk to the dog, hope you had a good day, buddy, and pet you and love you. And sometimes even get on the ground and wrestle with them or go take them for a walk. And the spouse isn't even talked to. The spouse is left alone. The spouse doesn't get rubbed all over and encouraged and kissed and licked on and, good to see you. And she or he feels very alone and very disconnected. But there's a bigger picture here. It's not just that the spouse wants to pet the dog or be friendly. It's the aloneness that the other spouse is feeling. And I want to introduce a concept to you in which I have found that if someone feels like they love the dog or cat more than me, when I kind of open the lens to this, they go, this is what I'm really dealing with. So I want to spend a couple minutes with you and hang with me, because if this is what you're dealing with, them loving the pet more than you is only a small symptom, but it's enough symbolically for you to go, wow, they don't have to ask for attention. That dog doesn't do anything for you. And it gets all of your attention, your heart. You'll pet it. You'll have it lay on the sofa with you. You'll talk to it. It's like your best friend. And who am I, right? That's a symptom of a deeper problem. I want to share the idea of what I call intimacy anorexia. And you can look up intimacyanorexia.com. Here's what that is. And it usually is only with the spouse. Everyone else gets attention from your husband or wife, but you feel married and alone. You feel disconnected. You feel unloved. You feel unwanted. And it can even be in a very sexless situation as well. So let's cover this. Intimacy anorexia is the active withholding of spiritual and emotional intimacy. And it's only with the spouse. They're great parents. They can be great neighbors. They can be great friends. Everyone loves them. But when they come home, it's like their heart closes. And here's some of the characteristics that you would experience. They're too busy for you. We don't have date night. We don't make time for just us. They'll read the newspaper. They'll go on their phone and scroll for hours, get on social media, go downstairs and look at porn. They'll be too busy for you. They'll blame you for all the problems in the relationship. You will almost never hear, I'm sorry or I'm wrong. Okay? They will withhold love from you, especially the way you want to be loved. They will withhold praise from you. They will withhold spiritually from you, even if they're a spiritual leader in their community. They will withhold sex either in one of two ways. One, they won't have sex with you, or they'll really have sex very rarely, okay? Or they'll be not present during sex. If it's a woman, she'll just be just laying there and giving you the whole thing. I hope this gets over soon. If it's a man, he'll oftentimes close his eyes, disconnect, and fantasize about you or someone else or something else. And you will feel alone afterwards either way. They're unwilling or unable to share their feelings with you. They might talk about it with other people, but not with you. They use anger or silence as a way to control in this relationship with you. They have an ongoing or ungrounded criticism of you in their head, and you can feel it. The 2 or 3% of you that is kind of challenging for them is the 90% of what they focus on. And they're very critical of that. Okay? Oftentimes you will feel married and alone. And this is the bigger picture of the pain. This is the bigger picture of the neglect, feeling unwanted, unheard, unseen. And whether you're a man, if you're a man, you feel like you're a paycheck and you just come home to nothing. And if you're a woman, you feel alone, disconnected, and unwanted. Okay, and so either way, male or female, the pet is getting more than you are. They're getting immediate attention, immediate affection, quality time, and you're not getting any of those things. And it's intentional. And you know it's intentional because you've had this conversation of feeling married alone, feeling like a roommate, feeling like a manager, feeling like a paycheck, and it goes nowhere. After a week or two of that conversation, it goes right back to what it was. So if you are married and alone, there's a description for a book called Married and Alone. There's also a description for Intimacy Anorexia, the book, and also the video. And you can get informed about these things because it's not about the pet. The pet is symbolic of probably several things that get your spouse's attention because you're probably somewhere between 5, 10, or at the bottom of the list that gets loved by them. And you can feel hopeless. You can get depressed. We have a book called Partner Betrayal Trauma. You can get that. It's in the description because we did research. Now, this was research with women, 140 women who've either experienced infidelity from their spouse, from their husband, pornography addiction, or intimacy anorexia. And what was fascinating about this research was that no matter what the woman experienced, her symptoms were the same. She had the same post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms, the same amount of depression, within 1 or 2 points on each scale, the same impact on her self-esteem, her sexuality, and several other scales. So the trauma of neglect, when it's your husband or your wife, is the same as infidelity trauma, the same as pornography addiction trauma. And so you do need to get some support and maybe some education, and you can get your way out of this. And I've seen thousands of couples over my 40 years get well if they both choose to. The spouse who has the intimacy anorexia, addressing those issues. Okay, doing what needs to do. You can do a 5-day intensive at our office at Heart to Heart Counseling Center. You can do counseling, 719-278-3708. You can call and get real support. Do not go to a general therapist. Intimacy anorexia is a specialty, and my office will know who to send you to, who's been trained, who's been certified in intimacy anorexia and partner betrayal trauma. So you want to get the best help you can get if your pet is getting more than you. If you haven't subscribed, hit the button. If you have a question, put it in the box. And I hope this has been helpful for you.